Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will be going through my AJ trade I took on the 31st of March. That was a win, obviously. Yeah, let's just get stuck right into it. So AJ trade, basically this section here, we risked 1%, which is 100 USD. And we had a risk to reward of 2.03 taken out, making a profit in Aussie of $337.62. Now this was taken out partially, two parts, one part at 1.92R and the other part at 2.13R. So let's just dive right into it. Let's go from a technical standpoint. What we see is we did take it off this daily rejection candle here. And what I saw was this 4-hour trend line here be broken, retested that, and obviously rejected. So on this hammer candle here, we got a position in, we trailed here and trailed here. This was a very strong previous daily support that if we want to just go through trading view, I can show you guys what support I'm talking about. We did obviously get tagged out from that support once we trailed. So yeah, so basically look at this big rejection wick. We decided to trail stops there. If we put on the 4-hour, it ran up, yeah, to 5R. Obviously didn't hold that. There was no other structure that we could have trailed it from. Basically retested here, we trailed that, came back down, but didn't really provide us more than that. This was the previous lower high. So look, even though it's 50% from the max, it's still a overall win. That was the only trailing I could have done anyways, based off my rules. So I'm very happy with that trade. Now, the other question is obviously from a fundamentals point of view, we had break of the trend line. We had a daily engulfing candle, was the daily engulfing candle. This one was the entry signal. So all good from a technical stance. Let's actually run through the fundamental stance, which is the most important for me, at least, because it gives me confidence to actually take the trade in the right direction. So from a fundamental point of view, we go back to my analysis from the 24th to the 30th of March. So obviously prior to the 31st, we had COT reporting. Let's have a quick look. COT reporting, we had yen bullish, we had Aussie slightly bearish. From an economic reading standpoint, let's have a look here. We have inflation coming down. We just had CPI reading coming down, cooler than expected. For economic readings of Aussie, GDP was neutral, retail sales was neutral. Westpac consumer confidence was basically just interviewing people to see what they thought of things. There was no forecast. There is no forecast for this. It just gives us a forecasting sort of predisposition to what the Australians are thinking, but it's not the strongest, right? It's based on people's perception of the market. It's forward thinking, biasing. So really, although the verdict is overall bullish for Aussie at the time for economic side of things, it's not very strong. If I had GDP being bullish, that's another story. So something to consider. And then labor market, we had bearish. So overall, I was confident to take Aussie, to short Aussie. And in terms of yen, we had Tokyo CPI being better than expected. We have services being neutral. Although, again, we had economic reading being bearish overall and labor market analysis. The overall COT reporting, the environment at the time being more conservative, made me happy to still trade yen. And the reason why I took 1% rather than 2%, which I would usually take, is because of this slight bearish reading. So we took 1% trade based off that. Obviously, we took half position at this standpoint here and another half position at this standpoint here. The reason we took an early position off here was basically it did touch that that zone that was approaching, that zone that was rejected heavily, the daily zone. So we decided, hey, look, let's secure some profits, let the other one run, and the other one obviously ran back to 2.13. So B rating setup, 1% risk, happy with the technical, not the strongest, but happy with the technical, happy with the fundamental, again, not the strongest, but happy with enough. So we got in 1%, made a cheeky $337 to wrap up Q1. Very happy with that. We are in another AJ trade as of the 20th of April. We'll see how that one goes. Hopefully it can provide us a bit of opportunity like the previous AJ trade, but so far a profitable 2025. We are going to trade Q2 with 1%, 2%, and 3% risk of $10,000. And if Q2 is profitable, we might look to up that to 2, 3, 5, something like that, just to as a scaling from A plus to A to B. So yeah, very, very happy with my trades, guys. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.